Alright guys, so I'm here in Movie Maker. You're going to probably need Movie Maker. I'm not sure how iMovie works with this. Again, you could experiment with it and work with it, which is probably what I would do if I used it. But Movie Maker I know how to use better, and I'm more experienced with it, and I have it downloaded on my computer. So, let's go ahead, and you're going to want, I don't know if you can see my documents right now, but I'm going to import some files. So once it downloads, I hope that it's recording this part. You want to go to your pictures, basically. When you're in your pictures, you should be able to find a folder that has your Pokemon videos in it. Look for the one that looks like it has your Pokemon videos. So you're going to pull it up, and we're just going to drag some videos in. And it's going to take some time to process. These aren't because I've already processed them. But yeah, let's say that. So here you are in Movie Maker. Now, you probably want, okay, let me explain something. If you have any part where you don't want the banner, don't add it into Movie Maker yet. Instead, save it, and you can add it in later after you add the banner. Because trust me, the less time you have that you want the banner in the video, the better for editing, because it'll take less time. I mean, you want the banner for the majority of the video, but like if you're going to do a grinding sequence, you're not going to want the banner for that, because it's not necessary. They can always skip the grinding, right? It's not important. Or if you have like a sequence where you want it to be more cinematic and you don't want the banner yet, then just leave that part out and edit it in after we do the banner, which I'll show you later. So, now that we have, oh wait, I just got a text. Now that we have it in Movie Maker, sorry, you have to respond. And I gotta check a Skype message too. So much is going on. Yep, typing. Okay, so it's in Movie Maker. So let's see. Grinding sequence we'll work on later. That'll be in final editing. This is just beginning editing. If there's anything in here that you want to edit out, let's say that I don't want
alive, he has to be dead and it tastes good raw, you know.
What if I didn't want this part? I would press M. M separates the clips. Okay, I'm the Movie Maker master when it comes to using Movie Maker. The Movie Maker master. So I know like every single thing about Movie Maker. So then you press spacebar, just play.
Yeah.
You play it until you want to cut it.
We're recording.
So I want it to stop there. So as you can see, this little clip in the middle, let's say I don't want that. I can either mute it by going edit, video volume, and I can move that to 0. Or I could just, like speed it up like that, change the time, which I'll work more on later in final editing. This is just showing you how to get rid of clips that you don't need there in the first place. I would go remove right there, and it gets rid of it. Now if you want to add captions, then you click on the little caption thing, or you can add like a title, you can add credits, you can go visual effects, you can make it like fade in, you can make it start black, you can make it fade in like this. Animation, you can make it like zoom in, or when it pans in like that, it pixelates in, or different things like that. Those are probably what you're going to want to do in beginning editing or final editing. Yes. Just a second, sorry, I'm texting a lot of people. I'll just probably edit this part out. So, yeah, those are some beginning edits. I'll show you how to edit everything in final editing. That's when you're going to want to do the grinding and all that. Actually, yeah, I'll do that then. So, yeah, if you want to add captions anywhere, or like a title, or, like sequence like that, see, there you go. And you can title it if you want. I don't do that because it looks kind of gimmicky. Now, here's the next part. Make sure you follow this step by step. I can't tell you how many times I've saved it as a wrong file type and it's screwed me over. It's going to take a while to save, so I hope you have something else you want to do. You want to go Files. I don't know if it's recording this part. If it's not, then I'll probably like take a picture or something and show you. File, Save Movie, click for High Definition Display. It pulls up, and you're going to click under file name. You're going to name it just Pokemon, Omega Ruby, whatever. Okay. Under that, it's going to say file type. Switch to Windows Media Video File. You need to do that. Otherwise, it won't work in encoder. Yes. Make sure you do that. Also, for Movie Maker downloads, just look for a trustworthy Microsoft site. Just look for the Microsoft site and search Movie Maker on it and download it from there. And then you're also going to want to search like Microsoft Expression Encoder and download that as well, which also comes with the built-in recording software, which is nice if you want to record your computer. Because I think if you update it, it can go unlimited time, no watermark, which is cool. And again, all this stuff is free. None of it is like illegal. None of it is Yeah, none of it's illegal because nobody wants to get the cracked version. I don't want to get the cracked version, that is. Because that's technically not legal, and this is free too, and it's all good, so that's why I'm enjoying using this. So once you got it saving, you're going to want to go ahead and do something else, I don't know, homework, go play something, I don't know. When it's done, we're going to go ahead and cut to when it's, and I quote, done. Okay guys, so welcome back to the next part. So in this part, I'm going to be showing you how to actually utilize encoder. So you're going to click, Pixlr up here. You're going to actually make your banner. So first of all, you're going to want to Google like a background image. You can just search that up. You can Google like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire image, you know, stuff like that, whatever game you're playing. So we're going to go ahead and pull up my Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire logo. So you're going to go File, you're going to go Open Image, and to get to this, you just have to go to pixlr.com, and then you click, you could do /editor, or you just click on the photo editor on Pixlr, whatever. So, pictures, you're going to search it up, so you're going to go, let's see, we need to go, no, not the Omega Ruby, let's go, see if I can find it. Yes, this is it. So I pulled up some, like, fan art, or just, you know, this cool picture right here. So you're going to go ahead and drag it in there. So you saw what I did. I grabbed the background copy and I dragged it in, and it'll paste it like that. You want to click on the background copy and press X, because you don't need that anymore. So now make sure that you have the right thing selected and press.
You can also try to pick them up in the late afternoon and take them with us.
And you're going to press Edit, and you're going to click Free Transform, and you're going to adjust the size. Or you can also like turn it back and forth if you want with that, but you're going to want to expand it like however you want. So that looks pretty good. So you're going to click off the screen. Do you want to apply the changes? You're going to click Yes. Okay, great. So now we're going to make sure that, because if you notice, my Omega Ruby banner only has like the top half and then the side half right here. So you want to grab the tool, and you're going to want to go right here. So you want about that much, maybe at the top, not too much, because again, you don't want to choke yourself. And then you're going to want, yeah, probably like that much on the side. You might have to come back and redo this a couple times. You're just going to want to have to test edit it with encoder. So yeah, you're going to do that, and you're going to go Edit, Cut. There you go, got rid of it. So yeah, it's fine. You can always get rid of that. You can always like go back. If you want to go back and redo something, you click the last thing you did. See, I put it back. And then if you want to undo the undoing, then you just click back again. And so there you have it, and this is where your video is going to be. Now, in order for this to work, I'm going to pull this over here. It'll say layers over here. You can't see right now. You should be able to see it. So it has background, and it has background copy. Double click the lock on the background and click it off. Now it's transparent. That's what you want it to be. I'm going to drag this back over to the side. Oh, and actually, let me re-show you how to do your history since you guys can't see it. So history, you're going to go, if you want to go back something, you can do that. And if you want to go forward again, you can just click, you know, the next thing, whatever. I'm going to put this, actually, I'm going to put these things right here for right now so you can see them. So, yes, there we go. Actually, I am going to move these back. Okay, so the next part is going to be creating a place where your Pokemon are going to be shown. So you're going to take the marquee tool again, this little box thingy, and you're going to go right here. You're going to draw a little box opening. Alright, so you want to make sure that you select back on the background copy. That was the problem. You have to click back on this because you're editing the background copy. So I'm going to slide this back off to the side, and you have this now. So you're going to want to maybe edit it a bit more. See, I'm actually going to redo the marquee tool for that. So let's go ahead and let's do like that maybe. Like right up there. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty solid. And you're going to go edit, and you're going to go cut. There you go. So that shows that it'll be transparent right there. You might think that this is pointless, but trust me, it's going to help a ton later on. So actually, let me see if we can edit, copy. Again, I just used the back button, or where I just click back on your history. Nope, that doesn't do it. Okay, so never mind. Don't do what I just did. I'll probably edit it out. And we gotta go edit, yeah, cut again. Okay, so yeah, the transparent part right there. So then you're gonna want to take another marquee tool. It might not be exactly perfect. Again, you should experiment with this. There might be a way to copy and paste the marquee tool, but I can't tell how to do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna draw another one, and I'm going to go edit, cut. There we go. That's where your first two Pokemon will go. If you're doing a web lock, they're gonna be paired up right there. Doing a Nuzlocke or whatever, just pair them up wherever. Now, you don't have to do it exactly like this. You do it over here, the banner over here, or just on the top, or wherever you want to do it. But this is just a basic way of how to do it. Also, this is a little unproportional, disproportional, whichever one is a word. You can fix that if you want by trying to redo it, but I don't really care right now. For the sake of time, we're just going to continue. So you're going to do this 6 more times, and I'm just going to kind of go all willy-nilly now that you guys know how to do it. You're going to go edit, cut. Yeah, you're just going to keep doing that all the way down the road. Try to keep it kind of even, but again, I don't know an exact way to do that. There probably is a way, though, so look that up. Next, you're going to want to go to Google and look up the Pokemon that you have on your team. So let's say you have a Trico, you go to Google, look up an image of a Trico, and because I'm using random people's images, I usually put on the description, like, I don't own thumbnail images. What I mean by that is I don't own the pictures that I use in it. I made the image, I just don't own the pictures that I use in it. For instance, I did not make this Trico. I made the thumbnail, just not the Trico in the thumbnail, you know, things like that. So I'm going to go to my pictures, we're going to look up Trico, if I can spell correctly. I tried to get a GIF, but I couldn't get the GIFs to work. I don't think they work in Pixlr. Yeah, I got the Pokemon card because I was going to do that initially. So I guess it's another one. Yeah, here we go. See, look, it's by this AJG guy. I didn't even make it. So there you go. And now, this actually brings up a good point. I'm going to exit out of that. So you see all this white background. You don't want that white background. You want to get rid of it. So you're going to take this little purple wand button right here. You're going to click on that. Left click on that. And you're going to go up here. I would switch back to that. You're going to go Edit, Invert Selection. Make sure you click Invert Selection. Then Edit, Copy, and Edit, Paste. Alright, so here's your real image. Now, look back on the layers. Let's move the layers back here. So you want to get rid of this white Trico image. So you're going to click the check mark, and it'll go away. You can bring it back, go away. There you go. Now you're going to drag this back here over to the side. Alright, so now let's go ahead, edit, free transform. Make sure you have the right Trico selected. Let me show you. See, I got this Trico selected. So we're going to go, edit, free transform. And you're just going to mess with him, make him the right size. Make sure he does not go outside the lines here. I will explain the reasoning for that in a minute. I'm sorry if it's too small for you. You can make the boxes bigger if you want. But make sure he does not go outside the line here. So, yeah, that's pretty good. He's decently tall. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Alright, cool. And you can put him over here if you think that looks better, you know, wherever you want him to go. Just, that's up to you. So you're going to click off to the side. Do you want to apply changes? Yes. Just click somewhere where you don't have the free transform thing set up. Just click off screen, whatever, and then click yes. Now we have our first Pokemon. Again, you can add more Pokemon doing the same thing. I'm not going to for the sake of time. You're going to click down here. You see this A, the type tool? Click the type tool. Go ahead over to Trico's name. And you're going to type whatever you named him, like if he has a nickname. Let's say his name's Bob. There you go. Now, there's a website called defont.com. You can go to that website. It's defont.com. I'll put I'll show you how to type it in on screen, and you can. So if you go on defont.com, you can get different font sizes, which are actually really nice. So I like to scroll down. And you'll see this one right here. It says, like, I have a Minecraft one, and then if you go to the case, I scrolled back up too far. If you go to the case, you have Ketchum. So this is a Pokemon logo, as you can see. So there you go. You can adjust the size of it right there, however you want it to be. You can also change the color. Since it's a Trico, I'm going to make it green, but you don't want it to clash with Trico. It looks like it's clashing right now, okay? But let me show you something else. You're going to pull the layers thing back in here. You're going to go layer styles. You're going to go drop shadow. That's usually a cool effect that I do. Okay, so I ran out of space on the last one, so I'm just continuing here. So yeah, I usually do the drop shadow. You can change the opacity, as you can see right here, so you can make it almost invisible. Change the distance. That's just usually something cool. You can change the size. You can change the color of it, for crying out loud, if you wanted to do that. There's that. Now you want to go outer glow. I would set the outer glow to black to set it apart from the Trico. There you go. See, now you can clearly see the name Bob apart from the Trico. And then if you're doing, I'm going to move the layers back over here to the side. If you're doing like a web block and you want to show the gender, then I would also, just get an image of male. Let's just look up male. Okay. So yeah, here's a male symbol, and you would just edit. Sometimes you can't edit invert selection, so you just have to select all the parts that you don't want with the wand tool, and just go edit cut. I think you can figure that out on your own. So yeah, then we're going to grab this. Edit, free transform, make it smaller, and we're going to shove it right in here with Mr. Trico, just like that. Now, you want to make sure that it doesn't touch the edges. The reason being, if the Pokemon dies in the Nuzlocke, and you want to take him out, the thing is, this isn't going to be like white checkerboard. It'll be the background screen. So in my case, because of the way that I showed you to record, it's going to be black. So it'll just show black behind him. Trust me, it looks fine. You can watch my Omega Ruby Wedlock if you're concerned about it. But if you are doing a Nuzlocke, if your Pokemon dies, you need to have this blank space. Because if this were still background, when you went to cut out the Trico later on, once you've saved this, if Trico died later on, when you went to cut him out, it would delete like this whole box right here, and it would look really weird. So you have to make sure that everything stays inside the limits of this. And then when he dies, you'll just grab the marquee tool, you'll surround him with the marquee tool, and you'll delete him, and then any like touch-ups you need to do, you can do with the eraser, and just erase, whatever you need to do. yeah, I would have to click on the right layer, of course, for that to work. But yes, that's essentially how it would work. Like, there you go, see. So yeah, you would just so again, just take the marquee tool, surround them with it like that, and then you would click edit, cut. And see, you have to select everything, of course, but once you'd saved it later on, it would select everything for you. Because once it's saved, it's no longer individual parts, which is why this doesn't work. So that's why you have to do it with a transparent background. Sorry if that's kind of vague. Just trust me on this one. It'll help you a lot later on. And I will do a better description of how to delete it later on as well. So now you want to put in like your, again, we're doing Omega Ruby, let's say. So let's go Omega Ruby logo.jpg. Again, if it's a JPEG, it's probably going to have a white background, as you can see. So again, we're going to drag it from the layers. Let me re-show you guys how to do this. You're going to drag the layers in here. Drag it, drop it like that, take this back, and then you're going to go invert selection, then edit, copy, edit, paste. There we go, looks beautiful. Then remember, go to layers, select the old one that you no longer want, and click off the check mark and get rid of it. Put this back over on the side. And then select the mouse tool, edit, free transform. You guys are probably figuring this out on your own now, and then you're going to want to put this like up here. This is also how I make my thumbnails. Not the exact same way, but you know, using the free transform and all those tools. So here we go, we got the Omega Ruby. You can put like the Nuzlocke logo down here if you want, if you have room. Now, badges and deaths are another important thing that I would suggest mentioning. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the word tool. Now, this will also coincide with not being able... The reason you don't want to do numbers for this, for using Pixlr, is because, like I said, later on, it doesn't keep the individual images. It saves the whole thing as one big image. So if you tried to delete the number later on, it would delete and make a giant blank space right here, which you don't want. That would be awkward. So instead, when you do deaths, what I usually do is, let me show you. So first you're going to type in deaths. I have it on Catch 'em already. I'm going to go ahead and set the color to red because, you know, this is an Omega Ruby wedlock. There we go. Again, you can add the drop shadow and the outer glow. You guys know how to do that. So you're going to select and pull that down. Only do one word thing at a time. So you have deaths right there, and you are going to do whenever a Pokemon dies. So let's say that Wingull, you had Wingull on your team and he died. Let's say that. So see, this one's already transparent. I don't have to edit invert selection. So yeah, you're going to drag it in. You're going to edit free transform. Once you've deleted him from over here on the sidebar, like I showed you how to do earlier, you're going to take the Wingull, you're going to minimize it like this, make it small enough that it'll fit, and then you're going to drag it over here to the deaths. This way you don't have to delete anything in the deaths, because you're not going to have to rearrange the number or anything, because you wouldn't be able to rearrange the number later on. You just want to drag in the Pokemon, and then it'll line across there. If you run out of room, you can always put them elsewhere. I'm sorry if you don't like this idea, but doing the numbers idea is really not smart, unless we're to do tallies. You could do tally marks, like you could do I, and the next episode, if another one died, you would do another one, you would go I again, or just one, you know, whatever looks good with the thing you're doing. And you could do tally marks like that, which I guess would work if you were into that, if you didn't want to run out of space. But I kind of like seeing the numbers, or you could put graveyard even in it. It's kind of like a visual graveyard, which is nice. And you're also going to add badges. So we're going to add the badges logo right there. And then for color, if you want to keep the same color, you just take this little color tool once you click on the color. And click on the color that you want. Whoops, nope, wrong button. There we go. And then you press OK right here, OK right there. And then for your badges, again, you can adjust the drop shadow, all that stuff. And then you're gonna save an image of a badge online. Save image as, and then so I have rockbadgehoenn.jpg. And so again with the invert selection, it takes a while, but and then remember, click out the old layer right there, move that back. So then now we're going to go edit, free transform, and this is also a better version because it looks like your actual badge case. So I like this better than just putting a number on the badges because this actually shows the physical badges you've earned. I think it looks better and cooler, and that way again you don't have to delete any of the background later on if you were to make a new badge or something, and you had to change the number. So that is how you make the banner. Now let me show you how to save it. Follow the saving process exactly like I tell you. It's just like the thing in Movie Maker. Follow it exactly as I tell you. Save. Before you click anything else, as a JPEG, it doesn't save the transparent background. Click that. Click PNG. It says transparent full quality. And then you'll see the checkerboard. That's how you know that it's transparent. Then name whatever you want. Let's just name it Omega Ruby Test Banner. All caps. I don't really care. And then I would save it to your pictures. Probably the best place to save it. Now we're going to go ahead and move into Encoder, and I'll show you guys how to work it there. And that'll be in the next episode. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. I hope it was helpful for you guys. I'm sorry if it was a little weird or if you didn't understand it. If you have any questions, please post a comment down below. I can always help with that. And I'll see you guys all again next time.